Ready to go again. How's it been, just the recovery process and the feeling you have and ready to get back on the field?
It's a great feeling. It's always tough being injured, missing some time. It's just hard to stay, with the team, with the guys when you're not out there practicing. That's really the hard work on the field. So not being able to do that with them, it's always tough mentally. But obviously, I've been with the team in meetings and game plans, so been able to follow along and help and encourage and watch those guys get a big win last week. So very excited about that to be back.
The offensive line has had some really good back-to-back performances. What have you observed in your absence on the sideline, at least watching the key takeaways?
Yeah, I think for me, I haven't been too surprised. I feel like as an offensive line, we've been steadily improving as the year's gone on. Started off a lot lower than our standards, and I feel like it's gotten a little bit better each week. I think we've been able to correct some of our issues that we had early on the year, and I think we've seen a couple times here lately what can happen when our offensive line plays well. So I think it's what we expect of ourselves. We hold ourselves to a high standard. We understand that for an offense to play well and score points, the offensive line has to play well. So that's just a huge part of it. It's a huge part of our team and what we have to do. And last week they did a really good job, and we were able to score a lot of touchdowns.
Is there any difficulty, when you do switch between positions or anything like that? Is that easy for you to do, or is it kind of like a mental switch?
No, I'm not going to say easy. Definitely not easy. Nothing's easy in this league. There's just certain things, right, that are different between positions. Tackle and guard, tackle's a lot more space, a lot more speed. Guard's a lot more physical, smaller area to cover, but a lot bigger, stronger guys in there. So it's just understanding where you're playing, understanding the game plan, understanding where we're trying to hit runs, how we're trying to protect the quarterback, and all those things, and making sure that stuff's second nature so I can go out and focus and just give it my all and do my best.
If you had to identify as one, what would the one that most fits you be?
Well, 10 years in, started 5 different positions on the line. So I think this might be who I am. 10 years, maybe a 2-year sample size might not be enough, but 10 years, I've done a lot of this, and it's extended my career. It's allowed me to have a chance to play for a long time, which I'm very, very grateful for. So I just embrace it. The coaches trust me to be able to move around and, get the job done and be a good player. And so I accept that challenge. And honestly, it's an honor to be trusted like that. So I take that challenge, use that pride that I have to be a good teammate, be a good offensive lineman, and just do the best I can.
Is there one though that is most comfortable though?
I played most of left tackle. So as far as most comfortable, I played that all in college, right? So that's definitely my most experience. It's where I've been the most. But lately, the last few years, I played a lot more guard, and a few seasons in Baltimore where I played strictly left guard. So I've had plenty of reps at both along the way.
Do you know at this point in the week where you'll be playing?
Yeah, I worked at left guard this week. Yep.
With the Bears adding Montez Sweat, how does that change how you guys prepare for them and that line?
Yeah, he's a really good player. We saw him a couple years ago. He was in Washington. Really productive player, run and pass. He's a great asset. So we'll have to prepare for it. He plays. He'll be playing over Ram and AP, and those are 2 veteran guys that have seen him play in person and seen what he's done on film. So it's going to be a big challenge. He surely will have his plays, but it'll be our job to make sure that he's as quiet as we can possibly make him. But yeah, he's a really good player.
I'm assuming AP stands for Andres Pete. What do you think about him and the way that he stepped in and played left tackle for the first time in a while, and how much will you maybe a part of that?
Yeah, he did a really great job, especially improving even from the Jacksonville game to the Indianapolis game. He was going against 2 really good edge rushers as well. And man, last week he played lights out. He did a really great job protecting Derek and able to just give him time to throw the ball down the field, made some splash plays, able to really come on the run game, especially late at the end there. So he did a really good job, Being able